Hey everyone, of course, as I just tried to start filming, the battery ran out. So I am so excited to have you here and to be able to launch my first tube watercolor set. How exciting is that? I am very excited. I hope so are you, because so many people have been asking me about when I'm going to make watercolors again, and the matter of the fact is the half pens take so much space and so much time to make myself that I still enjoy it. It's like a, you know, artisan type of a hobby that is very, very kind of special to me, but I can't do it regularly. Last time I did it is actually, I'm still struggling from shoulder pain, so I overdid it with the mulling, and it's just so much that I can do. So I thought I will find a manufacturer here in UK who does watercolors still by hand. So they're still handmade, but he has a professional setup, not like me in my studio. So he can make these watercolors in large quantities. So that's perfect for me. And I thought I will introduce a new kind of range of watercolors to my brand. So personally, I love working with tubes because the paint that you squeeze out is always fresh. You get a lot in there as well compared to a half pen. So it lasts you a lot longer. You don't finish it as quick. Yeah, and you put the cap back on and it stays fresh for the next use. So I absolutely love it. This is what the tubes look like on the inside. So we have 5 colors and the set is called Ultimate Palette. The reason I call it the Ultimate Palette is because these are my top favorite colors. Plus I have created a unique color which is in the middle that you won't see anywhere else. So hopefully that keeps it nice and exciting for you. Other colors you could find in other brands, but these are my mixes that I created, adding a little bit of pigments, certain pigments to those colors to make it that perfect color to come out of the tube without me needing to mix my own tone, that perfect tone. So that's what I have created. And all these colors, they're gorgeous to use straight out of the tube. However, they also make a very beautiful mixing palette as well. Let me introduce you to the colors. So we have chartreuse, we have quinacridone gold, my version of quinacridone gold, so that perfect quinacridone gold that I love. And we have strawberry velvet, which is a granulating color. It's also pigment separating, so you get some interesting effect with it. Then we have cobalt teal, and we have green gold, that perfect luminous green gold. It's not a dirty muddy green gold, it's a luminous green gold. So we have all of these colors. They are artist grade, which means they're light fast. All of them, I made sure to create them with light fast pigments, and they are great quality, top quality of watercolors. So I hope you are excited about it. I'll show you some swatches. I think I'll do a separate video with maybe swatching the colors and showing you a few mixes and having like a little bit of fun with it. So here we have the chartreuse, quinacridone gold, strawberry velvet, and cobalt teal with green gold. You can see that these 2 colors are like quite granulating, I'd say super granulating, and then these 2 colors, they also have a lovely texture in them, and then the chartreuse is more of the smooth color out of all of them. So that is what I wanted to show you. Now, I didn't have time today to film like a whole mixing situation. Just wanted to show you, wanted to put them on my Etsy shop and be ready available, because today is, I'm filming this on the 8th of December. There has been so many delays with the royal post, so it actually delayed our kind of process by at least 2 weeks. So I was hoping to have them ready for you by end of November, but it just didn't happen. So I wanted to give you an opportunity if you wanted to buy this set before Christmas. And I can't promise that it will arrive, because normally actually I think for US 10th or 11th of December is like the cutoff date for it to turn up before Christmas. But with the crazy strikes that we have, I feel at the moment that half of our country is in strikes. We're in UK, so yeah, I feel that it's just everything is being delayed. So I can't promise you that if you order them now, they will still arrive before Christmas. There might be delays, but if you wanted to make sure you order a set before they are sold out, then you know that's what I'm gonna do. And I think I'm planning to close my shop for Christmas on the 16th of December is when I will be closing my Etsy shop, and then I will reopen in the first week of January. I believe 2nd of January is the Monday, so that's when I will reopen it. And if there is any stock left, then you can, you know, try and buy it then if you wanted to wait until January rather than purchasing it now. So I just wanted to be flexible and make it available for both those of you who want it now and don't mind waiting if it comes a bit later than Christmas, but making sure you buy it before it's sold out, or you don't mind waiting until January or possibly be in the situation that it might be sold out, then would have to wait probably until end of January for me to be able to restock it all. So that is the update. I hope you are excited about it. I certainly had a trouble keeping this little secret to myself, because when you create watercolors, it is beyond the explanation. Like, it's hard to find words to explain how it feels if you actually bring out a watercolor set, and especially this time them coming in a tube, it just looks so professional and so kind of, you know, neat. And also I didn't talk about the tin, but I managed to find a tin that perfectly fits the 5 sets, and then there is a plastic inlay which you could mix colors in if you wanted to, but otherwise, you know, just keep this little tin for like some little bits that you want to have in here. Or in fact, you can turn it into a half or full pan tin with just adhering some of the like magnets. Also, I managed to make sure this will fit through large letter rather than a small parcel, because that would up the shipping cost by quite a bit. So I didn't want to do that, and managed to find something that fits them perfectly. Originally I wanted it to be like recyclable, just paper box. Maybe that is what I will be doing with my future releases, but for now, for my first release, I wanted it to be a nice metal tin and look good and kind of, you know, feel a bit special. So this is it for today. Like I said, they should be available now as the video comes out. They should be available on my Etsy shop, and that is it. I'm back again. I forgot to say something which is quite important. So these tubes, because I, as in my first release, did like a smaller number, my manufacturer only had this type of a cap. Now, the cap is basically a screw cap like that. So it's a screw cap, which is how I would advise for you to use, and not flip it open, because personally I feel that if you flip it open, sooner or later it will just break down. Usually that's what happens with these sort of, you know, plastic bits, and I wouldn't want that to happen. Also, you might notice that there is a membrane. Now the membrane is there to keep the watercolors fresh as they get to you. So sometimes it could be a situation where you purchase them, you look inside them, and maybe you don't use them for a little while. So this is to make sure they get super fresh to you, and whenever you're ready to use them, you just need to poke them, and that is it. What I used to poke them with is just like a end of a knife or scissors or anything that you have. I will give you a little advice though, because what happens is when you poke it, make sure you just make a small and light, like a slow poke, because they are filled very generously, and if you just jab it inside there, you'll find that a lot of paint comes out. So either way, make sure that there is like a tray ready to hand if you need to deposit it somewhere. But best is just do a little incision, and that would be enough for you to squeeze a small amount for your painting. And finally, I think I forgot to mention that, of course, because these are artist grade watercolors, all of the light, fast and pigment information is on here. So it's all provided for you, and it also tells you how what the transparency level is. Yeah, so all 5 colors, if I haven't mentioned yet, they're all light, fast, and that was very important for me. So that is it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.